I believe, on loan for a time being, and of a way different player than Aras Dulce is. We'll take a look into what he has to bring to the table as well. He's an exciting one, and so is Shush. He's leading the pack here. That's a smoke as well. And he can deliver that as a lurk.
Yeah, an opportunity to maybe isolate some duels and get to the back of Silo here, which is always a challenge, and already taking a fight here. Tanir only good for one from the top ropes and gets knocked out. It's already some impact here from the new guy.
It's Kaspersky with a double, but back turn, wrinkle caught between two mines. Youngstar and Linus deliver, and Snappy with a late molly, but Ujerks, big time flank, and that molly going in towards the silo is quite nice as he emerges forward, but doesn't get the kill. Linus pops him. And Snappy in a 1 versus 3. Jumps across, slams the door in his face. Come on, Snappy, you got this. Clutch on the cards. Armorless, though, and... now, it swings the other way. A little too much swing in the door from LNZ. I can't really call him Linus, because there's actually 2 Linuses now on Heroic. Shout out Linus Bergman, aka Nilo.
They got already some impact here out of some of the new guys right there. Kaspersky able to find the entries and create some room into that site, but rotation's a little bit too quick.
No, both players didn't expect to be seeing each other. Oh my goodness. I guess you can call that a clash of the captains. It's not that dramatic, though. As Ujerks gonna be flashing his way out immediately, but destroyed there by Tanir. Quick trade back though from Kaspersky on the other side, but eventually the crossfire is far too good. There are 4 players on the A site. Unbreakable are Heroic.
Yeah, that's rotations being way too fast for NiP to create any space right there. Despite the opening, the counter utility, and the amount of resources that Heroic stack in towards that upper site. Way too much to get past. And a couple statements being made here. This squad are ready to play, ready to catch some of the heat that's been thrown at them. NiP's map choice, map that they've really built up a lot on throughout this year, so no surprise to see that come out of them early.
Yeah, a variety of positions that Nilo has to take up for this team as well. He's a ramp anchor here for Heroic versus Kaspersky. Hey, new edition on new edition combat. Kaspersky, no way he does this off the Tech 9. Snappy's Deagle, though. Sure stays so. Unfortunately, the rest does fall apart from that point on. And honestly, NiP haven't played a lot of Counter-Strike in these first 3 rounds.
I mean, just so quickly traded. Opening duels may be working for NiP, but the reaction's way too swift. Snappy looking for some more shots for a bomb plant. Not going to happen. Not in this case. Heroic get where they need to be. Shut that play down. Some quick motions out of NiP early on. These first 3 rounds flying by, but Heroic are ready to match that energy in this first map. Something that T-sides like to do a lot on Nuke especially is I think if it's the first map, I think you play a little bit quicker. You try and catch them a little bit rusty, not warmed up. But Heroic are ready to match that.
Yeah, Grick's already on the op in round 4. Get to see what he can do against tier 1 opponents. Because this is the real test with a bit more practice here for Heroic. Chance to prove himself. It's Linus, will he spam? Just being careful of a mini walk and will not empty his magazine.
3 players down. Secret, that's such a huge advantage. Rotates are coming through a little bit delayed though. You're seeing Nilo kind of get where he needs to be.
Ooh, and the spam onto Tanir is devastating. It forces Nilo to activate, and he gets slaughtered by Ujerks. Open B site. Grix arrives, but 3 players on his screen. He's lost too much space. He's given up. NiP with 2 sharp entries will be able to break through the B site and force a save.
Yeah, it's so valuable right there. Getting players down and towards Secret, being able to remain silent on the cross, not getting exposed by the HEs. Everyone on Heroic going to save back in CT spawn, but that is something that you need to disrupt in rounds to come. Being able to take that control, that's why you get the Grix up out as soon as possible. Trying to get him some sight lines. But that's an NiP specialty right there, right? Getting players down into position, allowing them to catch that element of surprise. One of the lead reasons as to why they find this map so comfortable in their pool right now.
Yeah, I think 3 players in secret is a big surprise. They did break the smoke. I wonder if it was a gamble, though, from Heroic to say, hey, they're probably just not down secret. Because Nilo, once he loses his teammate, just approaches the vents. And also, I just want to talk about a player like Shush, who has turned into the star player for NiP in this one.
I still am so impressed with his level of output. I think he is just the most valuable player with sometimes just the least really resources to really play off of. So it's always so impressive what he can bring to the table, given that factor. Still putting so much together here. Chance for Dirks to start, but he misses his opportunity. Doesn't get punished fully.
Oh, HE will strike through onto him. He keeps going, and he just 180s onto him. There's the third, there's the fourth for Ujer. And NiP plays through, not quite the ace. But that's all that's needed for the Cologne semi-finalist.
Oh my god. What a sequence there. Flying into the fight right there. All triggered off the back of that HE and opening pick. I mean, a full 360 spin on the mini player on his entry pathing. That is an electric start for Ujerks.
Oh my goodness. I feel like an entry player that has definitely lost some of his teeth here on NiP steps up in a huge way. Nilo's not living here. Oh my goodness, full-blown execute, a little team flash, and Kaspersky's got the headshot. And there's one thing that NiP, I think a lot of people underrate them for. They can shoot hard.
Yeah, I mean, even the fact that, you know, again, during this offseason, he lost kind of his duo piece and long-standing teammate, Rose Dose, still able to provide this impact. He still has that firepower. Look at the entry pathing coming through. It's just a tear. Headshots galore. And an explosive start to another gun round that just gets sideswiped.
I mean, it's going to be a quick timeout here from new coach Tobis as well. So it's had to be like kind of a complete restructuring right now for Heroic. And I mean, a lot of gaps in that defense too. Grick's not ready for the top silo play. And nobody prepared for anything, right? Also, the comms are not clear that a player's inside a mini. You have 2 backs turned right there on the A site.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's able to get that much space as a one man alone, I mean, also triggered by the fact that NiP are executing out A while this is happening. Everyone through Hut and Squeaky, it doesn't have to do a think. They don't have to lift a finger. They just move on in to a very clear sight. Off the back of that one-man shell. Ujerk's back up to his antics, flying in towards secret as soon as possible.
And Kaspersky just maintaining lobby here as well. Just a real easy kills so far for NiP on this map of Nuke.
Denier looking for some risk taking, gets punished, and again down in towards the secret side. Ujerk's aggressive. Absolutely punishes LNZ's aggression. They need some space. They needed some sort of recovery. They can't afford to lose all of the aspects of the map, but they lose even more. It's just going to queue up more re-aggression, you'd think, as well, right? I mean, that's the sort of reaction that you need to go for if you're Heroic. I guess you could gamble in this A site. You might not be wrong.
2 players. These Swedes. And Kaspersky sees a shoulder.
Oh, they went down the fence.
Oh, they've beat him. And this is instant round win. NiP will not be going for this. And outcalled by Unk. That's a kill back, but that's just an AK.
Yeah, gonna try and find safety in this round. I mean, NiP might be a little bit interested in a hunt here, especially with Grix up in a vulnerable position. I think he's towards CT right now if you're Snappy, understandably so.
And Snappy looking to lock up these last couple. Real proving moment here for Kaspersky as well. People can make the joke, Eliza Espo 2024 champion with Ents, but outside of that, oh, okay, all right, that's a way to save. By taking their guns away, alrighty. That was a bit fierce from Grix. Anyways, either way, for Kaspersky, I feel like just that ends lineup just could not get anything going. Just could not find traction in Tier 2 and just get consistent wins. Because that's all you care about in Tier 2 is consistency. And Kaspersky, I wouldn't say consistent is the word, but explosive. So maybe not the right player for Tier 2, but definitely the right player to get the call up to Tier 1, I think.
Has a big opportunity, and you know, when you play with big teammates, you have an opportunity to get a whole lot more explosive. Like that start on the Youngstar, already taken out of this round. And she's just target his location, and just a free opening duel. And again, it's triggering re-aggression here all over the map. LNZ going to clear outside. Well, maybe some hut poking and prodding as well, but you avoid it for now.
Rick's on the A site right now is committed. He's looking in towards Squeaky. I think he's going to just choose to fight from the second vent.
That smoke's just going to block his vision. He's going to have to change direction to outer yard wall. Also assembled. LNZ in a pretty committed position. Taking in the molly. No contact taken just yet, though.
Here's the footsteps, but has no teammates. He has to do it all on the FAMAS. Is he going to stand and fight? He's going to swing. He's going to see the whole team, and he's going to get a second with the FAMAS. HG to try and slow them down, and it does. Extra damage. He gets away. Has backup too, because Grex has been called down, and Heroic are going to pull this one back. 1 versus 3 right now. Here for Shush. And will he be found? Yes, by Nilo. Heroic somehow come back in that.
Incredible stuff right there from LNZ, pulling that round back. Needed to be a hero. That's why he's sticking around in that secret position. That's why he's not giving up that space. And not only finding that duel, but then delivering the multi-kill, chasing those frags down, buying time for Grix to get involved. What a sequence here. The fadeaway baiting out more attention here, allowing Grix to get a multi-kill. He lifts off the back of the exit kills that he gets, maybe a little bit of confidence building, and then re-peeks in the angle for those multi-kills that matter.
It's been LNZ who has truly been the fragger in this game for the side of Heroic. I mean, he started off the first 3 rounds 7-0, and I mean, kind of needs to be that hot hand as well. I think a lot of people criticize Heroic for the removal of xCloud as well, as just that he's a huge, you know, X-Factor player is xCloud, and replace him for someone much more stable in the form of Nilo. I think xCloud just kind of has the ability to wide swing someone and just open up things on, especially on T side and CT for that matter, you know, and the high ratings that he was posting. You know, he had like a 1.18 rating with his time on Heroic, was absolutely dominating. Then he got benched, big question marks. But Linus seems to try and answer them. Good opener for Youngstar. And Kaspersky getting nothing. This will be an opener for Heroic to work with.
Yeah, but they do have, well, a player that got down the vents here in LNZ despite all the chaos. Now, Nilo has a challenge of holding up this ramp side. He's a little bit isolated.
Let's answer the call here, Nilo. A lot of questions about you. What do you got? First kill's not there. Taken down by the other new addition, and Kaspersky, easy entry, and NiP to send down to the lower site. It's Linus here in the corner. Breaks the glass, but does not deliver the kill. A miss spray, and Tanir, no angles into the site. Looking for Ujerks on the lurk, but this bomb plant might settle this round. Grix is already saving.
Yeah, Grix is out of this one. Ujerk's still in a position to try and cut off further prospects of this retake as well. And they're sticking around, but not going to gain much ground in this retake if they're not moving forward anytime soon. And Tanir and Youngstar going to move on up. Huge opportunity opened up from the new guy here on NiP, and followed up by the old as well, and Snappy.
Dude, Arosdose hit those kind of entries. You're more dug into tier 2. I've always seen Arosdose just a very passive player, very decision maker based. While someone like Kaspersky is just going to underhand a flash through a smoke and make the play himself.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was an excellent anchor. He's proved that in his time on Sol, right? But on this roster, maybe the look of cohesion that they wanted to build in Ujerks and Arosdose didn't quite really formulate, and we were able to bring in some more firepower, some more aggression in this NiP team, some more ways to win on this T side that you already brought to the table with Ujerks. Oh, it's a good positioning from LNZ though. Oh, early, but he's gonna get mollied out.
He can't stand up top either. Oh,
He can't survive.
he found I thought he found a tiny corner.
And they saw him there. They threw another molly to make sure.
Man, down with the ship.
And Grix, this timing is going to be rough here. He's fully
He's dead.
focused on out of yard. And
He is dead.
Oh,
Oh, God. Oh, no. Both players miss as well. Grix doesn't hit his wide flick. And Youngstar finds Kaspersky inside of lobby, turning this round on its head. Wrinkle hasn't needed to do anything this game. Will be called upon with Shush. I mean, talk about the depth of this NiP team. We've only seen things from Kaspersky and Ujerks. Now, Nilo, though, does drop the bomb in lobby. Someone's going to have to come back and get it. And Grix is also here. On top of things, 3 versus 3.
Getting flanked though. Wrinkles on a little bit of motion
no.
here. Now he's in the danger zone.
Grix inside of the hut. Does deliver the first. Ujerks round the side. Molly in. Doesn't spread to him, though. Grix, you can't be inspecting your op. You got to fight here. Wrinkle holding his exit inside of hut.
You got a flank though now. Tanir could catch him by surprise.
Oh, and he will. Headshot there, delivered on Ujerks. It is Wrinkle moving through on the A site. Grix holding and delivers. Messy round everywhere, but it will be heroic to barely scrape by.
Yeah, I mean, just a small window of opportunity if Wrinkle was able to pull through on that flank fast enough, but ends up finding himself in a position where they can crawl up the vents, and there's still a little bit more impact rolling through from Tanir, and Grix staying alive, making the right moves late round. Tough shots for Grix, but he's able to connect, he's able to survive.
That's a proving point there for Grix, who also had a tough tournament against, I mean, albeit lower ranked opposition. You know, Big and Bet Boom are not the caliber of team that Heroic expect themselves to be losing to, but here a win over NiP could change all of that in the more important tournament. As an easy double opener. 3 versus 5. Heavy hitters and Kaspersky and Ujerks are gone.
Yeah, this is going to lead to a bit of a last-ditch effort towards ramp. Nilo with a good decision to fall off of this. No need to try and keep a stranglehold on towards ramp when
Grix
you have
arriving.
disadvantage already.
Yeah, Grix is here to stop any heaven wrap. This will force them down into the low side, where it is only Nilo. And Linus falls. Grix misses his chance. Nilo, what have you got?
Oh, this is a good molly.
It's going right towards him. It'll force him away off of the headshot angle. There's a smoke, though, that he can play around, courtesy of NiP. Nilo underneath. Shush falls first, going all 180 everywhere, but still gets his 1 kill necessary. And a 1v3 for Wrinkle.
All collapsing it on this lower side. How does he isolate these fights right now?
Watching this?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's a leg shot. That's 3 HP. That is done from Youngstar as Heroic getting back on their feet in this game. I think a lot of these rounds have been a bit sloppy. That's one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that may be what we should expect heading into this matchup as well. You're trying to see 2 rosters that are looking to land some adjustments during the offseason, trying to get themselves prepared. There might be a little bit of struggles here and there to really coordinate their efforts, but Heroic's still able to stick the landing here in these couple of rounds. Take some advantages in the CT side despite NiP showing so much early success, so much explosiveness.
Yeah. And off the timeout, it's forced by. But surely they've got something in mind for this. They've got Wrinkle on a Galil, Kaspersky on an AK, and a bit of utility. It's a rush. The question is where? Are they going to go back to Nilo?
They've been trying a lot of upper hits as well early on in the half. I mean, that's how they kind of started off this map. We'll see if that trend remains true here.
Kaspersky and Wrinkle, it's looking like it's going in towards ramp. And a gap in the molly. Kaspersky gets to walk forward through it and gets the entry. Kaspersky takes matters into his own hands. Young player, but young star with the second, followed up there by Grix. Great work here back from Heroic despite losing Nilo early.
Oh my god. What a tap right there for Youngstar. Still a bit of a crunch on LNZ. Snappy has to make some moves on in because right now Ujerks is getting flanked.
Ooh, but the timing? Oh,
landed that perfectly.
but he's not going to swing the door. Maybe did he catch a glimpse of Tanier? Something seems amiss for Ujerks. He thinks he might, sees a barrel. He sees a barrel. I think there's a barrel. And so Snappy walks forward and gets Linus. Smoke on to the site. Plant on the silo though. Tanier gets an angle and denies. And Ujerks gets found by Grix dropping the vent. Very close round. But Heroic still stabilize.
That's a risky move right there. All in play from Tanier. You have to make the risk right there of trying to deny that bomb plant and say, hey, you know, if I go down, this could be the round right in the palm of my hands. But recovery coming through from Youngstar and Griggs in that early ramp fight. Able to redeem that.
Yeah.
That deadly opening pick coming through from...
Just saw trying to high five the fist bump. Oh, man. I mean, Youngstar definitely was one of the better performers as the new lineup has developed. And we'll see if he continues fragging as well as he is currently. Last round of the half. Tech Nines.
It would all get down in towards Secret. Again, this is something of value that NiP were able to use early on. LNC, though, again down the fence, able to rotate in time. Help stabilize this position. Jump spots in a more passive hold, though.
He's up. Oh, and he's ready. Absolutely ready for it is Linus. Won't be caught with the nade in hand. But that gets passed down to a worthy heir in Katspersky.
I mean, they still have some room to work with here. LNZ hidden in the back lines of Dark right now. It's a comfortable bomb plant. And again, they still have this lurking presence coming through. Shush has a lot to do on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's stopping the vent rotates. So it's going to be mostly through ramp for Heroic.
You're so patient right now, man.
Oh, he's got it. He's seen Shush. That's going to take Tanier out of the picture. What can the other three do as, at the moment, NiP needing to defend this site? Heroic have already stormed it. They're starting to defuse. It's off the mark. Nade onto the bomb might be too late. Instead, Linus gets off it. No, Kaspersky finds his aim. Nilo, though, can he get anything extra? Bomb, diffuser low. Knife out. Someone got off it. They don't have kits, Cole. Youngstar couldn't find the bomb, and it will be NiP who get a fifth. It's everywhere here on the B stream as it's 7-5 at the half.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
Oh, that was so saucy.
So creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
Many of these rounds, cinematic masterpieces that movie directors couldn't even figure out. How are some of these rounds falling into place for Heroic? How are some of these rounds falling into place for NiP? We could just defuse the bomb, but we don't. And so we have 7-5. Heroic do lead, though.
A little bit of a cherry on top there of a half that's strong. We'll see if this play remains quick. They're a pacey one through the squeaky door, but they haven't got their utility down just yet. Rich is thinking about lining it up.
Oh my God!
Them apart now.
Oh my goodness. Two quick shots, but it's still not done. Tanir finds Kaspersky's dualies, and they've got Shush pinned. They know where he is. They know he's Gush. They've got him dead. 3 versus 3. Flashbangs high, but Wrinkle still inside of the vents, denying that rotation point, and Snappy and Ujark swing out. Wrinkle now to activate. He gets the headshot. It's down to Nilo in the 1v1, needing the quad kill and the pistol for the new guy.
Oh, it's such a brilliant opportunity, but Wrinkle reading into this one.
Right off the bench. But not quite
my
the
God.
clutch. 1 bullet remaining. New Glock available, though, and Wrinkle's low on ammo, too. He actually changed out the mag. And it's all good. 17 HP for Nilo. Doesn't matter. Right off the bench into a quad kill clutch.
That is huge right there. That's the accuracy. Again, felt like he was a little bit rusty there in his last tournament at Fissure. Able to step up on these pistol rounds. That is something he's so good at, is these pistols here. Was able to establish that. And then comes home with this quad kill to seal it on up on 17 health.
Oh. And finally, Nilo kind of delivering on the hype. Right? I think he was a hugely touted pickup back when, you know, Heroic announced that they bought him, but obviously personal issues kept him out of competition for a couple of months. They got his replacement, Tanir, who stole all the spotlight from him. He was Heroic's main man. He was the breakout player. And, well, now he's dead.
Awesome.
Snappy.
There.
Oh, there's a lineup, but it's not quite the double kill. Still, 3 versus 4, speeding up into B.
Can't rotate down the vents. That's cut off here, so it's just the Deagle and Famas now combo to try and hold it off against this young star aggression, and they can't.
Yeah, he even keeps going forward. Famas picked up. Yeah, I mean, Ujark just has no idea about that potential aggression. Kaspersky is here at the double doors. This is some space to retake from, especially with Nilo very far behind. That's a big kill and a Grix. Where is Youngstar, though? DP started up. An easy kill. Not the double. Yes, actually, it's now Youngstar's turn to show up with the quad kill.
Yeah, providing safety right there. Just the right amount of activity out of Youngstar, chasing those kills down. When especially Tanir just gets plucked straight to the smoke. Wrinkle able to connect, and they lose some of that space, but when Snappy goes down in rotation, even if it's a 1-for-1, there's a small window of opportunity to take charge and take control of that B-bomb site. Heroic recognize that opportunity, capitalize on it fully. And now we've got a half-buy rolling out here. Again, NiP, Snappy always been known to be aggressive with the purchases. So still not fully letting off the gas here. You got some small investments. You got an MP9 armor, 5.7 armor, Deagle armor.
Taking on a MAC-10 inside a secret. And Linus going for the full space take here. Snappy up against the wall. Gotta be diligent.
He's gonna jump around this corner, right?
Oh, instead he gets hard cleared.
Oh,
Snappy never stood a chance.
that'll do too, I guess. Just give him the due diligence. Re-aggression also feels like it's guaranteed to be punished here. Youngstar at range. Tanir ready with that peek.
Oh, legs only seen though, and Kaspersky allowed to live.
That's it though. Trying to reroute this one towards the ramp side.
Deagle.
Which could be deadly.
There's 2 Desert Eagles. Ujarks pops up. And Nilo goes down, but not a follow-up from Wrinkle. Nice shot out of the 5-7, but they are down to the low site with an easy plant and vent rotate cut off. Kaspersky's just going to give it a go.
Surely not.
Oh, he won the fight! All right, they're in it now, Cole. They're in it. Grix, though, has the AK. There's the trade. It's a 1v1. Tons of time remaining here for Shush. But a guessing game. Where is Youngstar? Is he still on the site? Is he above him? Is he to the right? Is he towards ramp?
Oh.
Running out of ammunition.
Oh.
Wallbangs don't connect, though. It's not good enough out of the Galil. And Shush might think it's clear. 5 bullets. Not going to reload. Fake on the defuse, and Youngstar, he reads it perfectly here. The young Swede steps up, nearly gives it up, however. But not enough bullets to get it done. I'm not sure Shush had time despite the kill.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, Youngstar is fragging.
Yeah, he's providing so much leverage in these late rounds here. Able to secure some scary situations for Heroic. As Crossfire looking deadly, but Youngstar and Grix able to crack through. And that felt like an impossible kill flying down the vents. Kaspersky able to make it happen. Timeout called from NiP. They know that they went pretty heavy in that buy. They're still going to be able to bring a Wrinkle AWP into the mix despite that fact. You want to make sure you have HEs. That's one thing you need to have for this CT purchase. It's taking some time. They know this is what really feels like their last stand here for these gun rounds.
Yeah, I feel like NiP have had so many opportunities as well to run away with the game. All those rounds that Heroic picked up on CT were just total nail biters. I mean, Nilo was kind of getting thrashed around at ramp. But it was these rotates, especially Youngstar, who was able to step up. Now, Wrinkle on the AWP. Hasn't had to do anything this game, now needs to.
Beat the HEs. Beat the HEs here crucially. Takes a lot of damage for his cross down and towards the lower site, but he got no visual
Ramp hit.
on any player making it down secret. So now you can look at LNT cut off the rotates as everyone else heads in towards ramp.
Lineups here for Youngstar. Double flash, and Ujerks eats it. Now Wrinkle misses. They get ramp control. They set down stakes. Will they go down to the low site instantly?
I mean, they're scary about the rotates down. You can see Kaspersky a little bit slow and LNT
Heightens
cutting it off.
And it won't be clear properly still. Kaspersky gets the kill, and Ujerks stepping up again. Kaspersky and Ujerks, the heroes at the start of this game for NiP, are here in defense.
Oh, Youngstar's the hero now for Heroic.
1v4.
Doesn't pick up the bomb, though. I don't know how much interest he has here. Looking for maybe some extra kills before he makes this one a possibility, but backing out of this round at this point.
Yeah, last round came down to a clutch, so no money at the moment for Heroic.
And that felt like it was a shoe-in right there. They take the ramp control. They have LNZ down. Again, kind of unidentified right there. And so all of the win conditions there for Heroic kind of line up in their favor until you see some of that X Factor.
Kaspersky is all X Factor. Oh, okay. Peace out. Oh, lordy, lordy. Respect your elders.
Well, we know Youngstar. He's not.
No, not the most respectful individual.
It's all him.
Before this tournament, he said, I clapped simple in Clash Royale. So, that's a quote.
1v1 in Clash Royale?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm thinking of Clash of Clans where they have the clan battles.
Bro, if you're ever late to the clan war, bro, it was cutthroat back in those
Yeah, you
days.
get kicked instantly. You don't stay on that roster long.
Yeah, I mean, there are some jokes I could make, but instead we had a little bit of aggression towards ramp. Youngstar already looking for the play here as the saved rifle and forcing a drop down.
Utrix gives the space over here. Tanier looking for fights towards the outer yard, but again crossing down. Here's the difference, though. There's already a couple rotates down and towards this lower side, so this opens up avenues, creates a weak side defense on the A side, and definitely towards that outer yard. I mean, Rico doesn't seem aware that this is a vulnerability right now.
Boosting back up into heaven, though, and Shush watching the ladder. Hey, you're right. Wrinkle is in a bit of trouble, but I don't Surely they don't full flank a garage,
Now
right?
this puts a time pressure here. Shush is going to clear outside soon, and now Wrinkle becomes aware as well.
Hi there.
Back's turned off.
Oh, double scoped in as a miss though. The pistol? Are you kidding? He gives that one up, but Shush is trying to save this. Spray's awkward, but he gets it. And Kaspersky converts his duel onto Tenier. Round is not easy. Round is not great. They lose the op, but it's one on the board.
Shush providing that security again. That's a very quick decision making right there from Heroic to boost up Shush into the heavens, allowing him to get these flanks through, knowing the vulnerabilities in the defense and having Shush shore them up. That's a full Glock eco. NiP have done a lot of the hard work in coming back into the CT side. For Nilo? Okay, no. Nilo back to a P250 instead. So a very cautious save. A chance at stability here. Again, that op removal, though, pretty valuable.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, pretty broke, I'd say. I mean, Wrinkle's struggling here. For NiP.
He's getting caught a little bit in transition for a lot of his fights right now. That's the big problem. It's always, you know, half second too late on the rotation, and that can make you miss.
And now Snappy will be overwhelmed. Not Kaspersky, though. What a debut for him so far in an NiP jersey.
Now looking sharp as can be right there, knocking down quick headshots. And again, you can toss that A1S over to Snappy, get a op in the next. Absolutely no problem. Only a single casualty.
I mean,
It's okay. It's okay. You got an A1S.
when you're the in-game leader, everyone also just hits the most insane shots on you.
Yeah,
So,
it's part of the laws.
yeah.
Of course I get destroyed. Nilo was saving that one for Snappy.
Should be for this round, though. I think this one's a lot more important. Still sticking to the FAMAS for Ujerks. Will that come back to bite him here? Molly's in towards Secret. Linus
Oh my god.
fast, and he's sticking. He goes down easy, and Ujerks just deploys his incendiary. And deploys it fast enough to where they respect it.
Now it's about the reaction here. Again, you spot that ramp player over in towards the Secret side. Do they take ramp control? No, Nilo sticks to his lurk in towards lobby, trying to punish re-aggression as everyone else is fighting the ghost that was Ujerks playing up in the Secret side earlier.
Is long gone. Clearing out the ramp, and Nilo, he does actually succeed. He's out on the ace site, believe it or not. Snappy wins his duel, very impactful. And now into B. Ujerks is long gone. Once again. But has a back turn. Youngstar's so concerned about positions that the last thing they expect is ramp. Still though, Tenier and Grix, a powerful duo that could lock this up. The Belarusians here for Heroic, but now being cut down. Grix, AK not good enough. Wrinkle showing up with the op shots, and NiP are reeling this one back in.
Yeah, it's the last little piece I think that NiP need to have is the security of Wrinkles up in rotation and being able to see him pluck a couple shots down, build that confidence up, and secure that one is perfect. Nilo almost creating enough separation on this A side, drawing enough attention to empty out that lower site, but again, some small timings rolling in the favor of NiP in that late round, secure them.
Yeah, different system, new coach for Heroic. Tobiz, formerly the coach of Mao's NXT, Mao's academy team, and responsible for a lot of talent that have gone through that. PR, currently playing for Gamer Legion. Obviously the right man for the job to develop these talents.
It is, I think, one of the best opportunities at a replacement when you lose a coach like Saw, who is so good at building teams. You have a little bit more foundation with that Saw structure that he was able to implement. Now you can talk about developing young players as well as a strength of Tobiz. So while you do lose a staple of that Heroic team,
Wrinkle.
their feet.
He gets an airstrike though, and down the vents goes LNZ. Now it's up to ramp. Now it's up to Ujerks on his own. He's not gonna drop though. He's gonna try and stand and fight. Where's the molly? It's too late. You're right, Cole. They break through with Tech 9. They're into B.
Yeah, too much commitment right there. Udrix was trying to play hero ball and already passing the flank right now is Kaspersky.
He's coming through, but it's Snappy though, coming through on the late flank, in through outside. Routes around them, but Tenier keeps making moves. They don't let off the pressure here for Heroic. Nade onto Shush, running out of bullets as well. He gets found by Tenier. A huge round for Heroic off the timeout. Can Snappy possibly pull this one off? Tenier, armed with an AK. And no time remaining. I think Snappy's just going to try and save here in control room. But bomb on Nuke is a nuke. A good first shot. An attempt at an escape that Grix will slam shut. It is Heroic on Tech 9's off the rush. And they're up to 11.
Off the back of that nade stack that opens things up, they read into Wrinkle's next move. Gets a couple confidence building kills, tries to take a shot through the squeaky door, gets bombarded. And again, Udrix looking to recover that round by finding a multi-kill, knows that that's necessary with the amount of space in the vent dive taking place. But a perfect read rolling out right there from Heroic.
Timeout called from NiP. They have money. It's not the end of the road for them, but it's a Kickstarter here for Heroic, who have, again, every single one of their round wins just feels like they're holding on for dear life. Every single round in this game has not been clean. Heroic are able to pick up rounds that they shouldn't be winning. And here it stands. All the timeouts burn for both teams. It's solo sailing from here on out.
See, keep up that intensity here. Very explosive round. Taking place, just one round to go. You're now blowing open the smoke. LSD gets sidelined. Snappy times that one perfectly.
I know that's your typical lurk. And now Molly. Surely that ticked onto Grix? It hit him.
Registered though. Big question is, was that heard? You can kind of tell by the rotation in the defense, at least a commitment from Snappy as he finds that opening pick. He is going to commit down in towards that lower side as well.
So question marks on where Udrix is, or rather the Hopper. There's one outside player that's missing in the equation here for Heroic. Tenier
He's going to have a back turn.
is going to try and find him and hands it over to Udrix. I feel like this angle's always good for one kill. The bane of every lurker's existence. Nilo needs the refract, can't get it. Udrix has been a rock in this game. And a crowbar. Maybe a boulder?
Use everything.
He rolls through teams, and he's immovable by others. Now Snappy still needs to put up a decent hold, stop the plant, and that he's doing great. Wrinkle also follows up, and that is probably the cleanest round we've seen this entire game as Heroic completely dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a well-structured round right there. You have your op positioned in towards ramp, allowing for Udrix to start in that position from the very get-go. In this opening of the smokes, always going to give the CT side so many opportunities to find picks. This time, it's Heroic that finally get caught on the cross.
This is such a huge tournament for Snappy to do well at. To still prove that he can bring a roster from the bottom of the VRS to the very top of Tier 1. They did well at Astana. They made playoffs. Obviously, they had to play against Team Spirit, I believe, first round of playoffs. So that dream got shut down quickly, but has continued to be armed with good pieces. Obviously, Kaspersky has shown great performances so far in this map of Nuke. And if NiP could make a deep run in this event, testament to Snappy.
That could be their runway into Tier 1 as well after being lost in the wilderness for so long.
Hold on, no!
This map first here.
No way!
A whole lot more challenging now.
Wrinkle needs some support, and he's getting it. Shush finds a double.
Flank in heaven.
Tenier's also making the move. He Does have the right equipment for this. Tech 9 at range. Could be difficult, but he delivers and finds Shush. Wrinkle now in a terrible position because Grix finds that scout headshot. It is all Wrinkle, but they're coming towards him. The no-scope connects on Linus, hits the neighbor's dog. Does he have the clutch? There's another no-scope, but it's not the clutch. Heroic on pistols again.
Oh my god. I mean, such a challenging round, but able to disrupt long enough. Wrinkle back against the wall, landing these no-scopes, making it possible. But the pistols just do too much early up. Grix with these headshots.
Oh my
god. With the
god.
scout as well. Multiple of them. Another one onto Ujerks.
This one hits the wrong player, but it still works out. The Tech 9 at range is just enough for Tanir. Backbreaking. All the good things I said about NiP need to happen now. Wrinkle does it. Nilo gets another collection, though, onto Kaspersky, advancing in through lobby.
This is going to be an A play here. They're looking to explode in towards Mini.
You have Nilo. What does he want to do? Inside of the vent. Wow, the rest goes Mini. Shush delivers an easy kill. Do they want to go down secret? Linus, it's a miscommunication here. Nilo's out of the picture. And Heroic are getting picked apart.
Captain S smoke allows for Wrinkle to find even more ground here. The bomb finally getting down secret, but they have to figure out a way to unify it. They're looking for kills first. In this 4v2, they don't want to play the outright post plant, but they have that availability. They just don't know it yet. Nilo going to play cutoff. He has a molly. He's going to have to toss in towards the vents, and then they're going to have to scramble in towards this B side.
But it is open for business. I mean, Grix has the bomb. Grix has to make the move. Time being burned off. That could have been used to plant this bomb.
Find good positions as well, which is crucial. Stuck in the back of Silo, and with Snappy quick on rotation, you're not going to have a lot of time to adjust.
Oh, Jiggle Peek seen. Grix is going to hold from this spot, which is so risky. The amount of utility here. It is an arsenal, but that first shot breaks apart as Grix finds a second. Snappy, terrified, up at the ramp as he's lost all of his teammates. 1v2. It could be Heroic taking this. In the 2 versus 4, the new guns doing it all on their own. Snappy won't be able to make it happen. It's a Grix triple. It's Heroic able
Turf for them to land on.
Yeah, we'll see if Overpass turns out to be the underdog choice here for Heroic. It's been out of the map pool for about, what, 18 months now since the re-edition of Dust 2. If I'm getting my knowledge correct, I believe so.
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, and Dust 2 returning in early 2024. And so now, Heroic trying to turn it into their home turf. It's a monster pop. It's been a while since I've commentated this as Youngstar sprints up and can't quite hit the headshots. It's Ujerks at short, and it's 3 backs turn for him. It's a mowdown on the site as Kaspersky joins in the festivities. It's easy for NiP.
Yeah, I will with Kaspersky turning that corner. I thought you were going to say easy for someone else, but
yeah, there's one endgame leader right there.
there you go. It is easy for NiP. They're able to knock down these kills. I mean, Ujerk's just free firing from behind, and Heroic trying land the shots to entry. I mean, if those shots started to connect, that's where you start to be able to turn your attention everywhere else. But Heroic not able to connect on these opening duels means NiP get off to the races on the pistol. Be able to set their CT side up for success. So much early damage done with HE's deep. And trying to keep this Heroic side at bay.
I believe Overpass was picked just once today.
I think VP picked it?
Yes.
I mean, that makes sense. I was actually thinking VP is going to be one of the biggest bumps they could have asked for.
Yeah. A slow roll default map? Like Overpass?
Yeah.
That would... Oh, no, that wouldn't possibly be Virtus Pro's first pick.
No, they're not picking Overpass. They're avoiding that like the plague.
Yeah, surely, right?
I mean, I know James isn't on the team anymore. But
It's the same. It really is the same.
Same identity.
Oh, snap. Is he going to knife anyone? Nope. Just stick to the gun. Obviously, he had some
He
words.
didn't get destroyed that
He
time.
didn't get destroyed by pistols. For those who missed map 1, Snappy had a little outburst after the one insane P250 kill happens, but that's a nice start here for the Ninjas. I mean, really, that map of Nuke, I think, can just be boiled down to unfortunate. They had the huge advantage in that 2v4 too. It's not like they were dry swinging. They had full util belts, but Grix was able to weave in between those flashbangs, make it happen. Tons of special wins. We have a new little
util sets.
Yeah, here we go. NiP have done their homework. They know what to do.
I actually see a smoke for the molly at the very get-go for that tunnel side, and fast towards long. Grix is sprinting.
Kaspersky. He's in.
Footsteps, I mean, he knows. Is there going to be a flash to turn this corner? It seems like there is. Oh no, Grix is not the utility. It's going to be a dry peek here and a 1-for-1 trade. Instead, Nilo as quick as can be on that response.
Doing connector, though. Got Wrinkle crouched down. Trying to catch players walking up. Trying to jiggle peek. Now they push into short off the timing, though. They will end up clearing the B site. Will Heroic accelerate?
I mean, either way, there's a huge window of opportunity right now for this Heroic squad, even if they remain slow. I mean, sure, you're going to talk about a little bit of a flank formulating, but you're putting the weight of the world on Ujerk's shoulders to lock down this A site, deliver a multi-kill. Missed smoke there, tossed in on this execution.
Seriously stepping in? This is so risky. I think the better play is to back away and try to play the retake, especially with the double flank arriving. Shush. Doing his best to keep them off of the truck.
Fast long flank. Here's where one of these players is routed.
It's being held and delivered upon. A missed spray from Snappy. Youngstar threads in a headshot. And a 1v4 for Shush. That will not be happening. Ujerks fights for the frags and gives up the site.
Yeah, it just looks like a lot of risk taking right there and leaving that site so vulnerable. I mean, Shush is inching his way with the kit. With a kit and some very far away players. There's a player in divider, though.
And there's also, was there like a smoke on Ujerk's body, or I could have made it weird. You know, we didn't experience it too much in CS2, but as he goes down to Youngstar, but smoke breaks here on Overpass are going to be big time to turn the tide of this map. I think the game was just so T-sided when Overpass was removed from the pool that we didn't really get to experience that, just because of Peeker's advantage. No! But now we're kind of in a different CS2, where we could see a lot more tactic, a lot more smoke breaks, especially for the CT side as well, to get fancy with it too. I think back when Overpass was like at Katowice 2024, it was like we were like in prototype CS2. Now things have really settled, so I really wonder how we're gonna work with the current CS2 mechanics and the current CS2 meta.
It makes it interesting here. I mean, I guess you're probably looking at a lot of those smoke breaks for the T side leaning towards Monster.
Yeah.
Which again can just help you entry on in. A lot of players like to play close to the smoke and spam the smoke as soon as the execute starts to pull through. You can also dodge a lot of flashes close to the smoke, so I think that's one of the big luxuries of the T side utility. The T side HE's breaking open the util.
That is so okay. Never mind. That's just a missed short molly. I'm like, is that trying to stop the monster smoke? But no, that is just a missed short molly. That won't come back to bite Heroic. No one actually pushes into short. Snappy's in trouble though, and will not be chased down. Singes him out of position. He's out.
Make a good escape here. Again, just forcing some of these aggressive positions off, and honestly, for this T side, not using a ton of utility in doing so. Now we'll see some of that close range play. We also have an HE and Shush with a follow-up smoke to recycle towards Monster.
He's going to use it, though, is the question. Or will he let the smoke fade and lure them in? Oh, but it is going to be 4 players. Is that enough for 2 to hold? Well, now 1 seen. Smoke deployed, and the swing. Linus still converts a kill off the back of that, which is crazy. And Ujerks is out of ammo. And Tanir gets a huge kill. Snappy will try to dive in towards the pit, but he's been seen. He's in the open, and he's been dealt with. Smoke mid-sight. Kaspersky's going to make the move, though, but he can't deny the plant. It's not planted proper. He goes over top, though, and converts a kill. Still not enough. It's Wrinkle having to 1v2 with the AWP no kit.
And this timer's ticking here. He tucks into Graffiti right now. He's not making any strides into this retake. And he's going to soon run out of time here, if he can even escape. Now, Angle's not being spotted on the opper. You got to make a run for it here soon.
I'm not sure. Will he go down here, back or Graffiti?
I have no idea.
Well, that's the first kill. Oh, but you try to cross? Absolutely not. And that's everything lost for NiP.
Two great T-side rounds. Just a couple of the entry players right there finding their kill and sure, instantly getting traded, but that's the space created right here. Big time pickup from LNC, and the fact that Tanir is able to get that kill before Snappy lands the return frag is so massive. Instant access into that B site, through the smokes, through the utility, and a force buy here called out again. We saw this on Nuke. So many force buys called out from NiP on the CT side.
They don't like their double ecos.
I mean, Snappy's always been a fan of the force.
If you win it, it's a big time swing.
Jeez.
But Tanir got that kill, by the way. And now Linus speeds up into the pit, gets seen, gets taken down. But a good trade from Youngstar, who keeps accelerating, and nowhere to stand for Snappy. Youngstar closes in the net. Nilo with the backstab, and round over.
Contingency plans here for Heroic to make sure that round goes right. Able to collapse him perfectly. Wrinkle left to save an MP9. That's the force by getting sideswiped. And the money instantly becoming a problem here. As you said, you know, the force buy doesn't matter all that much when you win them, but when you don't get a lot of kills, you don't get any of that SMG reward or really anything to note, it becomes a huge problem.
Yeah, I'm wondering about, like, the decision-making, too. Obviously, I think they want to invest in more AWPs down the stretch. So we're looking at what is likely to be the full eco next round. And just this one lonely MP9 to try and hold off everyone. Also, of course, the new CT economy buffs as well could be coming into play.
Oh, yeah. Extra 250 for every round win.
Not even
5 kills.
and it's also, by the way, it's win or lose.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
add as well. So, we're inventing. Inventing.
This is how you do it.
This is team play. This is actually where it really starts.
See, I mean, this is how fresh-faced Heroic are still working out.
It's in the short molly, looking like me out there.
They'll land it. Just taking a few more reps.
Only nerds can hit their short volley, all right?
100% of the time.
100% of the time, of course.
Sometimes we hit it.
The funny part is that it rarely ever matters. The short volley. We haven't really, well, in this particular game, we haven't seen any short aggression from NiP. They've been, you know, pretty steady backwards. Most we've really seen is connector aggression.
Yeah, that might be a part of the problem here for the defense on NiP. So they are missing some of that aggro play, although, as I say that, you're seeing at least some information gathering here towards the long side.
We have 4B stack, but no util to hold it back. Shush needs a 1D instantly to make it possible. And yeah, it burns out 2 players. And the fire claims 2. There's a team kill as the only result. 5-7 from 3 kilometers away is good enough, but... Oh!
Jeez.
Youngstar's hitting. And Kaspersky will hop on in. Desert Eagle. And Doom awaiting.
Hey, you're risking a $700 pistol for $50 kill reward. Or $50 per person, please.
Yeah?
Oh! That will be plus 50.
Okay, but not the second.
Oh.
Too many targets on the screen. That was a nice 90-degree flick, though. I mean, talk about Kaspersky and the firepower he continues to add for the Ninjas. I feel like no matter the way this goes, he has definitely made his impact.
That's an exciting prospect here of the squad here for sure. Yeah, we get that.
We were also in shock. He's like, okay, my bad. I shouldn't have shot at you. I'm so sorry. I will, you can file a complaint. And Wrinkle going for Old Faithful, the op peak. But the molly keeps him at bay. Can't see through the flames. Getting chased down from Party, but Nilo won't connect. It's Snappy instead, and Shush onto Grix, and Shush gets the double and ends this round basically before it starts. Minute 25, and it's done. 1v3.
Mean. There's a chance here. You're looking to elect to walk into the Wrinkle AWP, though, and that might limit his chances.
Like, is he boosted? No, he's just holding this deep off angle. And did he see the shoulder?
Oh, goodness.
We'll get him on the jiggle. Instead, step too far there for Nilo. And when short aggression comes through for NiP, it turns out it works.
Yeah, it's a good winning formula here on Overpass. Again, it's going to take some adjustment, but that's the way that Grix falls.
Yeah.
The wall bank damage right there. And when someone's spamming that, you definitely don't anticipate that re-aggression to try. That's a smart setup right there from NiP. Throwing out some trickery to punish the early start from Heroic. That's good utility. We're not seeing that entrance molly, though, in play here. And another bit of short aggression rolling through. That's Tanier falling over quickly. Two jerks with a freebie.
Was there a missed flashbang? Also, yeah, they extinguished the short molly as well. Yeah, Tanier goes down easy. Love this boost. But seeing that short's clear and no one going up connector, that puts Wrinkle on notice. And
Whoa.
down.
Okay.
Teos Kaspersky. Is Wrinkle going to backpedal?
Or take some aggression forward into bathrooms right now. Times like this here, when you lose your teammate on A, you do have to start to recover that space. It's already triggered a couple of rotates, though, out of the B side of the map here, while everyone goes down the stairs through connector into Shush's solo hold. And he's going even more passive right now.
Yeah, he's going to play from Graffiti. Is this nade? Is he going to lob a nade?
Oh, it's not going to be on the money.
No.
A little bit of a bounce, sure damage on the Grix, but it puts him in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, well, he has Ujurk to help out from Heaven because he disrupted Grix throwing the Heaven smoke, and Shush nearly for two onto the USP. And the shot's not quite there. It's Snappy from Heaven, though. Delivers his kill, and Grix in the clutch. Prove your worth now. And he does with a quick scope. Needing the quad off on off clutch for 15 seconds. Grix got to get the bomb. He's got to get it planted. And Wrinkle has already arrived. 10 seconds now. A missed shot though from Wrinkle. But he gets it with the USB. Are you kidding? It works out in the end of the day. We've seen misses from Wrinkle before, but on the pistol, he always gets it.
Oh, that's an easy one right there. A shot that should have shattered his confidence right there is bailed out by the USP pickup there. Grix looking sharp as can be again. Springing this around to life. But not enough in the tank to land that last shot, man. Didn't expect the disrespect coming through from Wrinkle. Tech 9 buyout, fast B-play looking like it's in order here.
All right, here comes the rush of heroic players. Flashbangs high. There's only two here, though, but Shush is solid.
Man.
3 kills easy. USP now. The Tech 9 eventually will get him. But the rotate is good. And Linus 1v3. Perhaps not to be.
That's just another perfect round right there from Shush. That is one of his specialties right there. He just did it last round as well. Just such a good time buyer when it comes to these late rounds, but providing those kills as well, those multi-kills in challenging positions is a specialty. That can allow you some extra leverage right there. That can allow you to stack your resources elsewhere if you need to. Now, LNZ, following in the footsteps of Wrinkle, is not going to find him, though.
This is not worth the save, though. You better find a CT as soon as possible. So
He's looking for that opper.
Simply does
that
not
way.
exist. Yeah, but now you got to head towards the bomb. Wrinkle might get flanked, but also, what are the odds LNC checks his right corner as he...
right?
No,
He's
no.
going to go down the stairs the safe way. I'm not checking that.
Wrinkle's starting to be aware of it. But no shot. He checks this. Or he does, and Wrinkle misses. Will he keep the op?
Yeah, he's running away now. This is worth the save, that's for sure. Ripping it out of the hands here. I'm looking at the money. It's not actually going to be able to reinvest as well. Almost takes another gun down for his troubles, but it's a huge pickup. That's a robbery from LNZ.
Yeah, it gets out. Small heist there off the force buy, so Grix has something to work with, but upcoming round's gonna be an eco for Heroic. Talk about Shush, man. Beasted.
Sharp aim while blind. Able to line up the multi-kill there. If he goes down one and done, I think that round's on. There's a panic to rotate in there. And with that save data VP.
Oh, they're going back in.
Leo sent LNZ's way.
All right.
Invested. This is another force buy call off the back of another timeout here. From Heroic this time.
But Tobis has cooked up these rounds, especially back on Nuke. He called up a good ramp rush that overwhelmed Ujerks, or rather a pop, on a great timing. So what does this new coach have in mind for his team?
See what he has cooked up here. The quick glimpse. Not a fast B play this time around. Tried their hand at that. That didn't quite go in their favor. They are dealing with some aggression towards long right now from Kaspersky. Forward angle. You wonder if he's going to turn that corner. You know that an op is against you right now on the CT side, so CT aggression feels all the more risky.
He's looking to turn the corner at the moment, and it delivers onto Nilo. Finds that lurk. Snappy. Oh, Grix needs to rescope. And a missed shot. Snappy turns that MP9 and drops like $10,000 worth of equipment.
Huge multi-man. Snappy able to keep coverage in connector. Trade availability denied. Re-aggression rolling through as well. And Tanier only going to find a consolation frag. Tough to even escape this position with the op zone did. They're hunting him now as well. They're not going to allow him to escape.
And devastating round there from NiP, especially Snappy just committed to the corner. And if there's an offer holding you, pro tip at home, just swing wider and they will not hit you. Example A. And this is gonna...
Oh, man, that's a nice shot.
There we go from Wrinkle. Yeah, this is gonna allow NiP to take a pretty solid lead here on CT side Overpass. Obviously, I think most people are considering this to be the most CT-sided map in the pool right now. Could be some debate to be had with that and Train.
Hello.
As Snappy. It's okay.
Got to get ready on that secondary up there. Took a little bit of time to mount on his perch. Got his rifle close by to bail him out though. Nice shot.
Good.
Kaspersky.
You know, they say, I guess time goes slower here for old Snappy. Wasn't ready for that timing out long. Linus. Come on, Snappy. You got this. Re-swing him. You're that man.
You got that.
Yeah, there we go.
Secondary up beast. Snappy's got it locked in. Not a problem.
I can keep BMing Wrinkle, but I'll just leave it at the mention and the idea of BMing Wrinkle. Whatever the case, Kaspersky is putting on a clinic here. He is hitting some beautiful shots, playing some great Counter-Strike at the moment.
I mean, if he's the rifler that's standing alongside in these A-side holds here, you've got a very sharp and aggressive piece here to play on that A-side. You know, if you talk about that Wrinkle and Kaspersky combo now,
Yeah.
this map could be very exciting between that duo.
Oh, Ujerks is already... Oh, Tanier's gonna get caught in short again. How many times does he run through that smoke right into Ujerks?
Oh.
And there's a dink. That's evidently something, but that nade off the mark. It's meant to break the smoke there for the Portuguese.
I just think maybe that play from Tanier has worked out before, and some of the limited play that you have on Overpass, so he's trying to replicate that, and this time here, a little more prepared. It's NiP.
Oh, that smoke don't land.
That's just a bit deep here. I mean, that could allow Griggs to get some ground here. He's got to post up, though, soon. Boost over the smoke could be interesting.
Oh, jump spot.
Oh, man.
Kaspersky down. That's going to cause the acceleration. There is a second player on the side already. It is Wrinkle.
He's got to keep his attention split, though, right now. Bathrooms in long. Two problems that he has to handle on his own. There's no close rotates.
Is there a molly for back dice, though? That's the big question. Because that's the power position here for Wrinkle, and it doesn't seem like it. Forward he goes. Up shots, good, not the second. Running forward, though, is Snappy. In-game leading and leading the charge, and those flanks develop and put Nilo into a clutch. Are they ready for him already in bathrooms, though? First kill's good, but not the second headshot. It is an 8-4 half for NiP. They have put themselves in a solid position to bring this one to 3. Kaspersky, the newest addition, is dropping down the digits on Overpass. Obviously, that A-side CT player is always going to be doing nice in the statistics, but he's still showing that he's got the mechanics. Can he carry NiP over the line here?
See if they can bring it home in the second half here. What sort of T-side they got cooked up. And this heroic Overpass trap pick, it seems here. NiP well prepared. Tap away, but Tanir doesn't give up on that duel, and neither does Wrinkle. He perishes for it.
Two more players are marauding through the backlines too. One goes into playground, heading to T-spawn. Grix is going to take the long way around, even though he could play from party to drop down connector. Instead, everyone's starting to stack the B site. It's a full rotate right now from Heroic.
Yeah, but there is a small glimmer of timing here. The heaven smoke going to come through, and there's still a well-ready defense ready to go here with the dual Berettas from Youngstar. Able to find one, but then traded.
Yeah, Tanir is here on the site, however, and you're talking about these rotates. They are fast. Linus needs to help his squad, though. Tanir does deliver the second, but players start to get cut down. 2 versus 3. Nilo on the flank. Deny that plant with the headshot. And Heroic back live here with a Nilo double through the wall. And 8-5 the score.
A well-read round right there off the back of the CT side aggression. You deal with Wrinkle early. That's your one player that's pushing you back on that A side when he gets plucked out of the server like this. The follow-up aggression from Nilo is exactly what they need to secure that round. Some smart thinking from Heroic. Another good pistol coming through from Nilo. And they'll be able to count it up, but no surprise. It is a force buy from NiP. That is going to be a consistent theme. Again, that monster smoke just so deep. That's also a consistent theme. Ooh. That's a great HE. Grig's falling out, but they're close.
They are closing in. Nilo does need to use his M4 bullets well. It's Grix instead. Picking up the rifle, now down to the pistol, now overrun by SMGs. Linus is going to step into the site, though. There's no molly for truck. Power position available here for the sweep, but he drops. Picked up M4, used well by Wrinkle. Fast flank from Tanir.
The auto shotty, though.
Oh, that's not the weapon of choice. He wants to go in towards bathrooms. Now he'll reposition towards Longman. Youngster won't wait. He won't wait for his teammate. Will it cost him? It will. 14 HP for Snappy. He dives back into CT spawn.
Smoke here. No kit for Tanir, though. Snappy, bomb not planted perfectly for him, but he can still make it work.
Tanir knows. Smoke deployed. Fake on the defuse. Snappy not seen.
Oh my
Wrapping
God.
around the other side of the truck, but the auto shot, he's enough. Flick down for that. Sometimes it misses even at close range, so sharp on the shot for Tanir. Now, do they force again?
Yes. Yes, that is the answer. They will instantly repurchase here. I'm almost certain of it. They want to keep the pressure on here. I mean, and so much success. The great trades that get them into the site initially. And almost a clutch delivered by Snappy. Incredibly close here. If it wasn't for Tanir sending him into a backspin. That's the M4. That's important. But yeah, there's a force buy right back in return. We're running this one back here with the Grix AWP included on the CT side.
And a missed monster smoke. No. Thumbs down on that.
There's punish.
Oh, it nearly doubles. Oh my goodness. Missed monster smoke. Loses the opening kill. NiP back on the force. Might have a chance.
I tell you, didn't miss their monster smoke the whole half.
Grix?
NiP.
We just left. Oh.
See them at least?
No, I don't think he did. I think he just left on the timing here because they're moving through.
I mean, you got to do something in the map here. Feeling a little bit constricted. I mean, it might just be the risk that you have to trust a solo defender.
They're just boosting on B site and letting it go, and Nilo can't get his kill. Grix on the A side, obviously. We know how powerful this gun is right here.
There is no utility at all for this T side either. That's the difference maker. I'd be scared off of this A side as well.
This is Grix's round. He can also fast rotate Heaven in like 5 seconds if needed.
Boost here. Okay, it's over towards Graffiti.
Will it deliver? Is the question. No kills. Will that call off the round? Grix can take some angles into the site. Oh, but there's a picked up smoke from Youngstar, who went down in Monster. That smoke Heaven makes Grix's life impossible, and second try for NiP is good.
Oop.
We are not boosting Heaven. No.
Oh, Grix might be in a tough spot, though.
Gotta run.
Okay, I think he's good. Safe and sound. Wrinkle's just too low on health.
He actually needs to chase, or else he's just dead with the bomb. So, Grix will get some target practice.
There you go. Second bite from NiP works out. I mean, just largely off the back of that missed monster smoke. The amount of damage, I mean, not only the single kill that he brings to the table there in Kaspersky, but also the follow-up damage there. It's going to force you to reaggress.
Yeah. Dang.
I think also a very smart move. When you have no utility, you're not testing the op on A. There's not a chance of this world you're making that call.
You also know another player's low on B, courtesy of Kaspersky, so kind of poking and prodding the right site. Honestly, all that round comes down to, though, is the opening pick plus the extra damage from the newest addition here, who is just delivering. Like, this guy is just firepower. And obviously CS2 has turned every team into that kind of arms race, barring a couple exceptions. I mean, 3D Max was one of them today. Na'Vi another, but they kind of added another star to their lineup.
Yeah. They're looking to future-proof.
18-year-olds who can frag are a hot prospect right now.
Pretty good. No monster smoke this time around. A little too nervous about that one missing maybe here. Maybe setting their sight lines on a different point of call. Stacks rolling out towards the B side early. Crick's taking damage, heavy fire, and early pressure being provided on this B side of the map. Boost. Might show Kaspersky soon, but he's avoiding that contact for now.
I don't think Tanier is going to be able to wallbang underneath. I think this timing is unknown. And actually, if Kaspersky checks for this, he'll see, like, the barrel and have a huge advantage on the fight. But not meant to be now. That position gets revealed. Tanier needs to peek on a good timing here. And he does. Finds Kaspersky. The next, though, Wrinkle strafing out from the sky. Takes down Neil. That's the only A defender.
And they're moving quickly here. The rotations have to beat him to the punch, though, and it just might be the case here. Tanier!
Huge double as he knocks them down. No utility remaining for NiP, barring a smoke from Snappy, which he isn't going to use. He's going to walk out towards long. He gets the kill on a Grix, though. He beats the offer. Tanier stuck at the truck. Will be caught as well. 2 versus 4 potential for the Ninjas in Pajamas. As Shush gets himself the truck.
Forcing the flank now, it's covered. Youngstar still delivers.
Whoa.
Snappy falls, and it's just Shush.
Gets himself in towards CT, however. A power position. And they should expect it now. They've cleared out a lot. There's no peaks as well off the footsteps. And it's not really planted for Shush properly. He resurfaces around at Bank. They think he's Dumpster, though. And Youngster doesn't bring it together correctly. It's a swing, though, from Linus that will actually stop the clutch effort and stop the 2v4 from happening.
Wow, what a pullback attempt right there. Snappy and Shush finding some sharp shots on the inbound there, deleting the opper in rotation as well. When Tanier's doing enough, but it all comes up in the favor of Heroic in the late round.
Wow. How did he get that kill? But, I mean, Tanier finally stepping up. This has been a quiet series for him. That map of Nuke, I don't really think he found a lot of impact. Here on Overpass D side, constantly was getting caught out. Finally in a good position to show why some people are touting him as rookie of the season so far. Molodoi only played for 2 tournaments, right? But Tanier definitely posted up the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, and also just think of the landing that he had to find quickly on this Heroic team. I mean, this was such a last-second decision that they had to make in a reaction of Nilo not necessarily being ready for the call-up and all the problems that transpired there. But Tanier's landed on this team and landed in Tier 1 perfectly.
Obviously, there is a particular Falcons player that might be gunning for that spot as well as Rookie of the Year. And, I guess it hit. I guess it hit. That wasn't...
That'll do.
You know what? It's about the result, not how we got there.
It's about the journey and the friends you made along the way. And the landing spot. And that one's good enough. Provides a little bit of protection. Up against this force, but they don't have to start it in pretty much a 3v5. Can they hold the line here? Running out of utility pretty quick. The CT side has no foundation. And it does seem like Kaspersky wants another entry here, still on the B side, just through a different means of approach.
There's still 3 stacked A. And double monster setup.
Flash is good.
1 flashbang owns them, but Youngstar does deliver his 1. Tanier can't get any, though. And NiP have broken through yet another site on another force buy.
Find the weak side defense and capitalize perfectly Only 2 defenders there, and I'm surprised that they hold that stack for so long. They didn't have enough time to gather information on A, and NiP timed that aggression up perfectly. They read that defense.
Jiggle peeks from Nilo will be able to clean up Kaspersky, but I'll say, and even throughout Nuke, I think NiP were making the right team decisions. Just unable to deliver the killing blow in a lot of those rounds. And you're still seeing that here on Overpass. NiP have played, in my opinion, the more quality Counter-Strike. Will they finally see results because of it?
Definitely have a lead here to work off of. Double digits landed. Shush with a double entry right there. But again, the way that they path that entry, it makes me feel like they know heroic setup before you know they even start that round right there, which is so impressive because how on earth would you know heroic setup? Don't have any details. Too. You don't have any reads on the defense, so I mean, just really good entry pathing and flashes from NiP.
Big brain as Snappy. He just knows how you're going to react already. Minus swing and good for the kill, but Nilo drops on the other side. Oh, and a second monster shot from Wrinkle has opened up the A site. Down goes the op. Wrinkle's like, thank you very much. And he's sprinting over towards A. It's not the end of the round necessarily for Heroic.
But it's getting what Wrinkle's looking for, and that's re-aggression right now throughout the map. LNT actually posts up. He's going to hit the pause button right now.
Oh, his Youngstar, he's inside of the monster tunnel right now.
He's got a re-smoke here for it as well, so that could activate late into this round here. Again, Wrinkle waiting for re-aggression now. Position towards bathrooms.
Ooh, I bet they cross. The second one doesn't, though. Wrinkle known. And found. Please, just go for the kill. And Shush does find the kill in the Youngstar, though. And that's round defining. Heaven Smoke delivered just before that connector flank comes through. Bomb yet to be planted, though.
You can't get past Shush here.
Surely, right? Off angle's too good. Having to clear too many angles. Shush doesn't even look away from the flash. And that's going to be NiP advancing to 11 as Ancient suddenly appears on the horizon.
It's looking more and more like it. NiP showing up well prepared here. Again, they look like they understand the defense so effectively. And that round just coming down to Wrinkle with the X Factor. A huge multi-kill. He's been rifling so effectively on this T side. Finding injuries on this A side over and over again. I mean, what a pickup right there. We talked about Ujerks and Kaspersky in that first map, finding those T side openings on the extremities, but right now it's Wrinkle with the rifle. Oh, shot from Kinnear.
He's dead, though.
Oh, I didn't realize Snappy on the flank.
Yep, and everything gone for Heroic. The non-stop pressure that has been put onto the CT side by the non-stop force buys of Snappy. And they might have run out of running room.
Yeah, you're looking at now force buys from Heroic's side as they fight for their life. MP9s, Deagles, and armor in the mix. This is going to be their last stand. They can't make it happen here. That third map looking likely. And Overpass could prove to be a bit of a trap here. NiP looking well versed.
They're always the type of team to pick the new maps to give the underdog advantage. Obviously, Overpass is still, you know, a map I think everyone's played.
Yeah. But not for some time.
Yeah, and metas develop, and NiP are taking this chance to be ahead of the meta.
Have an opportunity to try and define that as well. Looking well prepped. See some
push.
The aggression here. Kaspersky has a chance to punish.
Yeah, but Kaspersky's already in the corner and gets mollied out. 1-for-1 and short control for ZT side.
That's a worthy trade here, but they're not just happy with that, it seems. I'm to press the issue. They know that they're vulnerable on the extremities right now, especially towards that long side that has been poked and prodded by Wrinkle. But now the reaction called in from Snappy here. Recovering this short space. They want to regain this control that they've lost.
Youngstars pushing in the monster tunnel though as they re-clear, and he gets taken down on the aggression. Bad timing for him. And Ujerks even finds another on Nilo. This was the desperation purchase. This was the moment Heroic needed to turn around the game. Linus continues and sees nothing over at Monster. This flank has to turn into something.
40 seconds left. They are going to sprint it. And I think mostly the responsibility on Grix right now. Although there's pauses.
Okay.
Still going to be on Grix. He's got to try and buy time here.
30 seconds. They're sprinting up long. Shush is watching. Oh, got a glimpse of him, surely. Oh, definitely Linus saw them moving in towards long. So Grix, what kind of hold do you have? Cutting the cross with a deagle, needs a headshot, and gets one. That keeps him in the round. Linus can flank. MP9 recovered. Is there a second for Grix? They still haven't planted. Seconds remain, but Grix doesn't get the follow-up. And Linus, big flank, but now seen, and not the gun for the job. It is map point for NiP, and both teams looking to trade each other's map picks.
A little bit scary right there at the time pressure, but all is contained right there. Those MP9s cannot close the distance. And Snappy calling this round just about perfect. Being able to catch the re-aggression. And that flashbang, that was a team flash right there. If that one landed a little sooner, could have been up in the air instead. NiP with 5 chances to close this and another force buy to play against. Grace got a scout, going for the quick swing there, but no shots provided.
NiP having to start from scratch this year, completely abandoning the Swedish side. And prioritizing the wins. Funnily enough, it's Heroic who's the Swedish team at the moment. And it's a nice scout tag there from Grix. Actually dodges out on the off shot. Snappy's been seen by MP9. Just, that darn MP9's no good these days.
No. Nice bench to keep him safe here. Ujerks, though, overlooks it.
Okay.
Thought that molly was deep enough, and so a trade back and some serious damage right now.
Youngstar off the MP7. Is a laser beam. The recoil pattern is so easy to control. Just don't ask outside about 15 feet.
Now up close and personal, that might not be a problem. Recycled smoke in towards Monster and some extra help on this defense of the B side.
Shoulder seen, surely. Calling for a smoke. Oh, but he loses Nilo. Another player coming through, though, into Near. Brings in the support with the FAMAS. Bomb lost for NiP. Remaining players on 19 HP combined, and they will lose to the Desperation Force.
A little bit of survival here. With the force by able to stay alive. Tanir with another multi-kill. Stepping up again here. Grix will fall. The late peak to the AWP, but no big deal. AK is recovered. Round secured. Heroic still in this thing. 4 rounds on the CT side is all they have to close that distance. They just ran into, what feels like the first time Heroic are really able to save on their utility late into a round and have enough defense on that B side ready to go.
Last time out.
NiP.
Oh boy. This game's about to get fun. Money still remaining for the ninjas. But lose this, you get reset. And we go right back to the slugfest that was Nuke.
Might go right back to more of the force buys. More of the aggressive purchase that we've seen from NiP. Meaning just one last round to try and take us into a third. Do not want to get caught. Stuck at 12. With resources gaining here for Heroic.
As I don't think that's how the monster smoke is supposed to land, but it is what it is. It landed.
I believe it. It's good. Twice in a row. At least trust. They can bring that in consistently. And again, goes where it needs to. The late boost in order.
That was
Near
right,
is-
Molly.
In position. Yeah, that molly doesn't go anywhere, though. This A-side defense is feeling a lot more passive than they might like here.
Grix did see a shoulder at Divider.
Doesn't have his AWP, though.
Back of dice. Wrinkle posted. But misses out on that chance. Grix does steal a kill. Flashbangs are good, but he gets the second anyways. Lobs a nade, 3 bullets. Now's not the time for the reload. Might as well get desperate, and Tanir helping out. Heroic are putting up the hold. They are still standing against NiP on Overpass.
I mean, that's so challenging right there. Grix with just a rifle in a perfect position where an AWP should be. Has to make his last stand, solo defense for so long, and finds the multi-kill, and allows for Tanir to rotate in. He'll double up as well. Op is going to be attempting a save. If this CT side could steal this weaponry,
Oh boy.
that would be massive, and in a position to do so now. Although Youngstar going to walk by it. Should be safe here in Connector. But Heroic are far from out of this map right now.
It's another one of these games, eh?
Seems like it. Oh, Youngstar. Oh, the timing's good.
No!
Gotta get off that ladder. He's a little too attached.
And then we start B however you want, and then I rotate up to A. I give you on front.
So, we'll hold on to the op. Will there be anything behind it, or will it just be like half armor tech 9s we're looking at?
Oh,
Oh, thanks for the free double.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, you can just see the look on Snappy's face right now. There's a lot of stress going through him right now.
Yeah, job's not finished right now. NiP falling at the final hurdle is not something they're interested in letting happen. So much damage, but Wrinkle has a chance to make some opening picks work. Had to run through multiple HGs, but again, Flashbang dodged, and the duel comes his way.
Yeah, next up, Youngstar on the pillar, and it's 3 consecutive kills here for NiP. It'll be Tech 9s, of course, and a Kaspersky Hero AK to end this game. Wrinkle getting more chances to hit all these shots, and it just puts Nilo into a 1v4. Smoke forward. That does let him cross, and believe it or not, to the bomb. Ujerk's coming through on the flank. There's no way he wins this, right? Bomb halfway ticked. Molly forward. Oh, and Kaspersky will complete it. Absolute carry performance from the young Polish player to bring us over to Ancient. The gamble pays off for NiP to bring this guy onto the team. That has lasted quite a while. Obviously, both teams and both organizations have been knee-deep in the Swedish Counter-Strike scene.
Mostly a matchup that happens
Or rather-
on X.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Mostly that happens on the Everything app, of course. Obviously, now it's, in the Danish scene for Heroic, now Swedish. And, well, now, I guess, a Polish powerhouse for the side of NiP. 2 entries for Kaspersky again. This guy on a tier 1 stage. It might just be the superstar that NiP have been looking for.
Yeah, missing puzzle piece here in the opening phase. As shows it on the pistol. Now a recovery effort in a 3v5 where they just have no damage even done. No smokes, no kits.
Just Jiggle peeking. Sees them pushing forward. A flashbang lob for Linus, but it's Wrinkle stepping forward with a new pair of dualies. Thank you so much for those fellas in cave. As I mean, the 2 young guns looking at each other laughing.
We did some good work that round, didn't we?
My goodness. I mean, we just get to see this double from Kaspersky. Though that's 2 sets of dualies that he just drops.
I mean, that's usually a powerhouse setup in the cave side alone. I mean, almost feels impossible to get past, but they make it look like a breeze. Kaspersky still finding openings, finding entries into a force buy, though.
Oh.
We're getting a little bit more aggressive with their forces.
We got 3 players in cave. Jaguar is locked off for the moment. I don't think NiP are gonna make a huge mistake in this round. Bomb's already angling towards A.
Bomb site looking awful open ever since Tanier left it. Trying to go and set his focus on in towards middle. And even still, his poke and prod for information doesn't really reveal.
Kaspersky is crazy. He hears movement and he just wants the fight. He is so hungry to take any duel. If there's a player in front of him, he's like... He just wants it. Here, Tanier has had a tough series so far, and it will stay that way as he swings into 2. Kaspersky getting ran down, though, from 2 different angles. That's an AK for retrieval, and Snappy needs to get away. He does.
Oh, boy.
3 versus 4. Here we go. The retake is on Shadow Scene here for Shush, and Youngstar lines up 3! All 3 in a row! And Heroic and Given are forced by victory!
How did he make that happen? Just lined them all up. The spray down comes through. It looks like he didn't even register that the round was won. That one just flew out of possibility right there.
My goodness.
Oh my god, the lineup is so brutal.
Heroic, they isolate these particular players from NiP. I mean, Kaspersky, but I was mentioning, he was going so aggressive, too much so. He gets caught, AK picked up. Next up, Snappy to fall, and everything just went wrong. If they, if they just huddled together.
I mean, you got to keep donut control on those post plans. That's one of the biggest priorities that you can ask for on the T side. Once you're left all towards A main, especially if you're losing A main, it's going to be a problem. NiP find themselves in bad post plans.
I think this is going to be sort of a pistol round strategy. Thinking of the mid pop.
Maybe transitioning more towards that A7, but no, still planning out towards middle. Not a lot of resistance to run into. A more passive setup now that you see Heroic bounce back.
Interesting smokes here.
Yellow giving all of Donut up as a reaction to that smoke that was tossed, and he's not interested in taking those close range duels. It says getting the rotates that they're hoping for right now. This is perfectly lined up for NiP.
Look at how far back they all are as well. Nobody in cave. B site basically given over. And a fight that Wrinkle nearly wins. That Galil, lots of damage on a Youngstar.
They're going to quickly rotate over, but they're not going to be able to beat this execute to the punch. It's going to be hopeful smoke span to try and open up this round. Landing it.
It's good, but Youngstar himself was also low. So Linus will trade out for the AK, but no shots given. A nade onto Grix as well. Smokes are going to fade, though, and the real round begins. All coming in through long. It's the pistol. It's Snappy leading with 3. Oh, my God. 3 headshots off the Tech 9. It's down to Tanier.
He's going to try and chase this one down, but enough damage done. Can he win it, though? He can pull it back.
Kaspersky, last line of defense, has the Desert Eagle tucked in the corner. Can Tanier finally show up with a bit of a highlight? No! The Desert Eagle enough. And Snappy, that thing looks like an AK, but it costs $500.
He still got it, man. You're saying he's getting tired here in map 3. He's got the endurance, man. Marathon runner. Rolling up with that multi-kill. The Tech 9 tearing through them when they needed some sort of ground to be gained. Snappy tears through 3 names.
Even the dink landed from Tanier, but that's not enough. His woes continue. And that was like 3 one-taps in a row, it felt like. Oh my God. Got me singing out here.
Snappy force buys continue to be rewarded.
Who will stop this man? It might not have worked back on Falcons, but now he has the individuals to do it. But here it comes right back. Are we getting forced by wars? Well, Kaspersky says no for now.
Oh, the bomb is on the floor right now. That's a huge problem. Don't know if that's really identified here by the A main aggression, but it does seem like that at least is going to force a recovery. I mean, it's going to take time to go and grab that bomb. And there's still a player inside of A main here. We're just going to fall off the aggression here. LNC going to be pressing forward, though, into the open long-range duel versus Wrinkle. Doesn't want to test it, though.
Sparks is already here. Oh, already seen. Katspersky smokes off CT. And looking for the final LNZ, but he's only 42 HP. Smokesman could get him, but Ujerks has got one back. Linus. Here we go. Everyone trying to close in at once, creating chaos, but Ujerks just holding on for his team. Snappy's got the headshot, and the force buy will be vanquished. Youngstar with no kit and little HP. And it will be 3-1. It will be NiP setting down stakes on Ancient.
Yeah, finally able to do it. Put it into these force buy wars that have been coming through there. A rifle to recover for Youngstar. Has to back out of this round. Have to get through the sludge of that A site, despite the heroics that come through there. Trying to play past the smoke. Snappy also has to push this. They're actually going to give Youngstar a chance to find some shots here.
Oh, that ammo.
You got to chase him down. That bomb is so deadly.
He's dead though as well.
Youngstar's gone.
Oh boy.
Everyone falls.
And Snappy.
Oh.
Oh, he's looking at his opponents while he's talking. He's not looking at his teammates saying, nice boys. He's hoping they hear him. Ujerks here. Lifesaver off the Mac 10.
Nice exits! Nice! Important, youngster! Important!
Nice exits. Oh, but this might be some good enough exits to call in another force buy here.
No way!
Where's my words were over. They never end here on the B stream. Not between these two teams.
The idea of an eco, that is for cowards. These two teams, they are real gladiators.
Oh.
Linus is burning. He'll extinguish. And surely this is where it ends.
Oh my god.
Oh, Youngstar just gets...
Firing squad.
He was getting spammed as well from Wrinkle 2. Like, there was nowhere for Youngstar.
No exits this time. They make sure to do everything in their power to eliminate him early. There's still a bit of a B-side lean here. A call made out by Heroic. A little bit risky, but on the money. Extra resources here into what will be an execution towards this B-side. They're going to aggress.
Oh, but Wrinkle up on the boost. Possible to be hit off the MP9, and then there's a triple off the lineup. And it's Grix 1v5. And I'm sure Snappy will have something to say about this force buy.
Heroic want to be NiP so bad. They force buy over and over again, and here it's going to lead them into a very challenging start into this map. This time only a single MP9 saved over. Not enough damage to continue the conversation. And Crick's going to hold on. Just waiting for this round to end. Okay, that's Shush, not Snappy. That exit. Not all that important. There's this gun save. If he can get away. Okay, another exit. That's a rifle to be picked up as well.
Money generated for Grix as well.
Nice, Grix! Important! Important!
There it is.
Chirping. And the thing is,
all the treatment that Youngstar got after the exit kills.
he's unsparing, this guy. He's got the bellow as well. Echoing throughout the halls of Cologne is Snappy. Hope the A-stream can hear him.
NiP looking to make some statements. That's what they're doing so far.
They've done it so far as well. I mean, it's honestly the quality Counter-Strike we've seen from them. We have a push-down ramp. Ujerks, just don't botch it to the flashbang. Back away, and start handing out headshots. And easy mop up of the eco. Saved Galil does nothing. Oh boy. More yapping.
Yeah, he's getting loud.
I'm sure, I mean, look, Youngstar probably typed something in chat. Something had to have been said.
He probably said what you said. Is Snappy getting tired? He's wide awake.
Absolutely not.
He is wide awake. Louder by the round here. Trying to put his team on top in this decider. Trying to continue this conversation here for NiP. They know every match counts here at Cologne. Oh, but eating damage here. It's not going to stop them. They continue their aggression into an instant dismissal. clotheslining Kaspersky there.
Oh, Linus as well, still here. Delivers a second. Youngstar
Forcing it.
Yeah, and it's working. Oh, it almost did. Shush. If he got the kill clean. Instead, 2 versus 3. Re-smoke along, though, is important. And Wrinkle. That bomb plant is open along. It's risky, but there will be no spam.
Oh
and
my god.
He dodges the op shot, but he's looking to step forward instead. Flashbang's good. Snappy. Getting active. Reload heard.
No way!
Walks into Grix, who takes out the op and snipes down both. And that 2v3 not meant to be.
Oh man, Snappy had it right there on the silver platter, but still the coverage offered up by Grix. That's a tough shot with the no scope. That one goes wrong. You don't know what's gonna happen there. Unable to close it out into an instant heroic timeout. That's a scary round because despite the comfort in this opening duel, a 5v3 can quickly be pulled back right there. They find the entries.
Talk about the nade at the very start of the round. It's not just damage, it slows down those players, so then Linus could get to the angle. Typically, the T's can actually beat the defenders to that line if there's no molly and there's no HE grenade. But that piece of utility changes up that situation entirely. So timeout burn from Heroic. I wonder what they want to discuss.
I mean, I feel like there's still a little bit of concerns on how that B side hold comes together. It's a successful round, but they know the risk of letting these T sides get into the site here. Want to make sure that they can do a better job of closing that down. Kaspersky looking to make some moves around the edge of that smoke. Molly fades, and he's going to step forward.
And Grix is going to convert the opening kill. Playing from the cutout. Just full committing. Now, Youngstar, though, faces the whole team, and that's the B side given over. He was solo defender in that situation, and Linus can't catch these players already moving in through long. This util set, not good enough, but Grix is holding for it. Still, Ujers does deliver and will not overface. It's a 3-on-3 here on B.
Deep smoke as well. Snappy still on the lurk here. 2 players going to...
Made noise!
He's loud!
No, and he's out in the open as well, but he surely sees a couple on death cams. Surely that's information, but they need to be able to take down Grix, and they do! And the off angle from Shush is no good. Ujarks does tuck away into the corner, but they do have access to the bomb. He's going knife out in the smoke. He's trying to stop it. As he walks through as well, Nilo does catch him.
No kit.
It was just a fake.
LNZ's on it.
And LNZ has got the defuse here. It is a 3rd round for Heroic, if only for Sappy.
I mean, trying to set up some recycled smoke right there. I don't know if that was intended for, deep CT, probably to nullify Grix's position. But completely caught. He had the round in the palm of his hands until he starts to make noise. Had the cutoff on the flanks. Knows that one was a big mess up right there.
And he's gonna get a talking. I mean, still the 3 versus 3 was good. He was playable. Even then, Shush had a chance as well to convert his kill. Ujurx had to make it happen all on his own. A litany of things had to go wrong for NiP. So they should still stay confident despite these unfortunate moments happening.
Yeah, I mean, the access that they're getting in towards this B side, even despite opening duels going the wrong way. Kaspersky gets shut down by the op. Still find ground in that round. Great HE on Nilo early. More follow-up damage. Earning is Tanir down to 24.
Forget it. Did he like...
and a stop shot.
It's going all wrong right now. Tanir's down. Grix needs a huge round here, but there's a massive gap in the map.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's already in red room right now. Kaspersky's capitalized on the chaos in towards middle.
Never hesitates. But he fight and clear the corner. Shush. Puts his crosshair right on the head, on the clear. Youngstar down, round over. Oh man, Tanir's tough series continues right now. I mean, we know how good he can be.
Yeah, I mean, had a little bit of a revival on Overpass. This op is gonna fall.
No. Snappy.
It's all right.
Yikes.
He got his one.
Okay. You know, it's all good.
He's saving those exit kills for the young guns.
I don't think they're going to go
He's gonna have
for
something to say about that, isn't he?
Good, impactful exits.
Great exit, Grix.
It actually is good. He
I
keeps
didn't whiff on you.
He keeps the op, and because so, he gets to drop a teammate, and Heroic will buy.
Surprisingly, Snappy didn't say anything.
I don't think he has the right to.
Look at this one, though. Made sure to get it on the young star. Wow, okay, that's a nice shot from Grix. Oh. Frustration amplifies here in Big Map 3. This decider, every mistake gonna cost you a little bit more. So another timeout. Brought to you by Tobis, trying to get things back on track. Scrappy buy here off the back of the op saves as well.
Yeah.
Adds in the mix, lots of utility prioritized.
See, Grix is not the type of highlight opper that we're typically used to. He's a guy who gets his 1s and 2s. I would definitely put him more in the Shiro category than the Monacy category. So he kind of needs to go highlight mode in a round like this, though.
Another just barrage of utility here early on from NiP, reading into the defense. There's so much damage taken early. And they could make a decisive move out towards the A, and that's going to leave the solo defense of Youngstar. You are getting Grix rotating over, though. If he can get his 1s or 2s in a round like this.
Ollie down as well. That's big time. And Kaspersky is going to go forward anyways with a monster headshot. And a CT smoke was there to lock out Grix.
He's got to just save unless there's any denial on the plant. They're on the track it off the mark.
They've got 3 flashbang. If they find Snappy, they're in.
Oh, timing looking pretty rough though.
For the run. Snappy's turns for some exits.
Oh yeah.
Ripping away these guns. Not like the last round. And Heroic off their own timeout as well. It's rough.
Yeah, this is more good reads coming through from NiP, looking like they're well prepared. When it was Overpass, I didn't fully understand it, but when it's Ancient, you can definitely see the vision off the back of these timeouts, how they interact with Heroic afterwards. Just nade stacks, 3 HEs early towards middle, doing early damage, and the off-spawn call to enter in towards A off the back of that. You can see Exist very happy about the way that round turned out.
Another timeout coming through from Heroic. So like, theoretically in this round, it's fine, actually, for this mid-control. Youngstar has a molly. It is a CT incendiary, however. And there's Kaspersky. He is daring them to retake. Last time they went for it, they won, so... Look, I'm not going to talk back to Snappy, alright? Yeah, I mean, he is an absolute vet of this scene. Multiple S-tier finals under his belt. Honestly, and the guy who just builds rosters, man. Somehow did it with ENS, a team that performed like 5 times better than the sum of their parts.
Absolutely. And again, you talk a lot about the aspect of Saul in that team there, the Snappy Saul combo. That was so promising. There's 4 HEs towards middle. Just had to highlight that real quick. But yeah, he's a storied player, built up some foundations. He's doing so again with NiP from scratch, and has brought this roster to tier 1 play by any means necessary here. We got some aggression though. This is some good timing from Tanier. Has a chance to really activate right now.
Ooh, but too late. They're already in. Plaster.
Gotta make something happen. He's gonna start to speed up. He knows the window's closing.
Yeah, and he might have just missed his window as they all turn around the corner. Nilo's only good for 1. 5-7 can only do so much. Flashbang from Youngstar. There's a miss long smoke.
It's fast up ramp though right now, following the footsteps.
Hold on. It's possible, but the Kaspersky, of course, is already in your walls. Now to near, can't clutch, because there's Wrinkle. And 8 rounds now for NiP.
That's too decisive from NiP here. They don't hesitate on the inbound. They don't get scared off by the 5-7s. Smiles on the faces here as another round win comes through. Just trying to facilitate that access in a huge play. Just high risk, high reward from Kaspersky. The name of his game.
I mean, this is going to be a huge debut tournament for him because no one knows what his game really looks like. Everyone could get caught off guard by this guy.
He's doing this in just his opening matchup here as well. It's so risky, so impressive though, when he has that freedom to make these sort of moves. Oh boy. Not gonna make that
thought
move.
about it.
That one's one step too far.
Grick's holding here with the AWP. Where's the smokes? Kaspersky just dancing right now. Ooh, here comes a nade for him, finally, to settle it down. In the meantime, push down, but Ujerks walks into 2 players. That scene, will they accelerate towards A? That's where they've placed Grix.
I gotta do something here. They're just locked out by the utility, and once the smoke fades away, you'd imagine the defense will too. Nilo sticking
mid.
around though.
Kaspersky's already through. Here comes the util. Nilo is going to be in trouble, but Linus has got the coverage for his Linus brethren. As Shush continues to scale middle. They're losing players and they're running out of time.
I mean, do have the best availability towards this B side as a last-ditch effort. A lot of utility to execute on in as well. Single smoke, but a couple flashes. Full belt utility on Snappy that he's going to look to get down here in this late round.
He's going for short, molly in towards the cubby that actually allows them access into this site. Shush with the bomb, and Wrinkle for the fight!
Boy.
First on the headshot, Linus reveals his position, Wrinkle's got the second, but Tanir doubles up. Snappy in the clutch. Oh, they line up for him, but Nilo will quick trade. And at least, Heroic, barring the screams of Snappy, will get their 4th.
Able to capture that last round right there. Provide a little security towards the late end of this half. Put it down to 8-4. See if they can try and run it back here after a quick break.
Snappy talking down on them and taking names as well as NiP up 8-4 here on Ancient. I mean, Kaspersky absolutely powering this team right now.
Absolutely, man. And again, the energy remains high here for NiP in map 3. They've got some frustrating rounds that they put up on Heroic. And now they're looking to close it off in the second half. 8-4 lead here. We'll see if they can keep it up. As Wrinkle puts in a little bit of a tone setter for this pistol round. A quick shutdown on the Nilo.
Youngstar does make progress, though, off the ramp. Working out towards long, but Kaspersky gets caught out. Linus activates properly. U-Jerks can't get the doubles. Now Snappy, what can you do? Not the Tech 9, it's the USP, and it'll be the rapid fire, the dual Berettas to get Wrinkle. Whew. Shush 1v2. Okay, he puts it down for the first, though. He has plenty of time. He knows where Linus is, but Linus just swings him. Does not care. It is a second half pistol for Heroic.
And despite that 4v5, still able to crack through, catch some timings, capitalize on the lack of awareness there from NiP. Some great pushes coming through the cave side from LNZ as well. They take initiative. Heroic going to be starting off this second half with a little bit of a clawback effort. Still got a lot of life left in them, but they do know what's up next. There's no secret, there's no surprise. It's a forced buy. A couple umps in the mix. Going through the fire here, instantly punched, but that's a tough shot throwing in. And whoa! Pulls through. Youngstar keeping his head on the swivel, but there's only so much he can survive against.
And it'll be an acceleration towards B. U-Jerks. Face with the molly, steps forward to the team flash in the mix, nearly gets Linus killed, and then a spam through the smoke from Tanir.
Wow.
Waking up in the second half, absolutely needed.
Man, what a shot right there. Straight through the smoke. Make sure to submit that round in favor of Heroic. The team flashes, they look deadly, but it unfortunately also blinded up U-Jerks on the site. If he's able to put up any disruption right there, that could be a different story. And another tale of NiP winning these force buys to cement themselves on top, but instead, Heroic will survive to tell the tale. And enough damage done that I don't think you can convince NiP to go for another force buy. Although I wouldn't be surprised.
It was... I think it stops here. Really incredible shot there from Youngstar, being overwhelmed by 3 players and still is able to take one with him with a big flick. I mean, we'll see it here. That. Maybe not, but, you know, Youngstar has continued to show that he can frag. Even though his positions aren't the greatest here on this Heroic team, and most of the time has to solo anchor a lot of the sites. When he has his moments, he can definitely turn up.
He's capable of putting up the digits here. They're trying to set up Wrinkle, though, right now. Missed the mounting on top of the shelf, and that one able to threaten a kill. What? And a multi.
No.
Oh, this is on.
There's no way. HE doesn't even catch him either. He might look to try and drop this off to another teammate. And he does. He passes it on to Kaspersky, who...
also has armor.
Yeah.
Chance to find even more ground here with this traveling Galil.
It's already here.
Holds long side of hold
Swing. He's gonna swing. He lines up a couple, but Snappy's 5-7 doesn't go for anything. Lots of damage. Still more USPs here. Or a 5-7 as well for Wrinkle.
Yeah, they're boxed in right now. At least the cutoff held by Shush.
It's a very thin box. U-Jerks. Tries to thread in a deagle shot. And he gets one on a Grix. Another half HP, and Nilo pulls out the bomb to give up the round. It is a saved Galil, and that's it. And it does everything.
Yeah, Snappy liking that one as well. Getting loud off the back of just, again, that held onto Galil, and the multi-kill from Wrinkle. Crosshair placement peak. And is able to come up with the necessary damage, even completes the mission.
No NG eco on cave, reuniting.
Holy, absolute chirper this guy, Snappy is. Back at an IEM. And back full disrespect. Kaspersky turns away and looks... has his hands his back over to the whole play.
Oh, still a defender here. Shush. Able to bring these multi-kills. Needed the transfer. It was too far a flick.
Next up is Ujerks.
There's a route out of this one that they might look to overthink. They won't. Just a straight double swing.
Wrinkle. Doesn't want to try it. And as soon as Snappy starts chatting, maybe do the rest of Heroic. Wrinkle thinking about it.
That's just very doable. You do have the flank. I don't know if he's given up. I think he might be routing this one through Donut instead.
Trying to back up his words right now. Wrinkle has a molly as well. That could force a fight onto Nilo.
Oh, this crossfire you'd think is too strong.
I wish he'd try for it. I think he's looking at his teammates and saying whether or not he should go for it. Now it's time. Wrinkle, late flank.
The bomb?
Smoke for the bomb. Back turned. Headshot as well. And now Snappy can try this. Nilo's out of ammo. He has to switch to the AK on the defuse. They pull it off. Snappy backs up his words with the clutch inside the smoke.
Oh, he's going to have something to say about that one as well. A chance to again back up what you're putting out. Talk is free right there. It's cheap, but able to actually put the actions on in as well. I thought they were saving, but he had some words to say about saving. He's not going to make that same play. Going to bring home the clutch off the back of Wrinkle in the late play through Donut as well.
Literally praying right there for Wrinkle. And start chatting now. 10-6 for NiP. Tenacious team. What I've seen from this team so far today is pure character. And now, Heroic throwing everything at the wall. Tanier just going to push through the smoke. Off a desperation forced by back.
Need to smoke again.
Oh, but that's a mistake. But Snappy will trade back and keep this one level. 3 versus 4. Grix now scoops up the AK. All 3 players in CT spawn. Plant will not be denied, so another disadvantage retake for NiP.
They make it on in here. Hopeful smoke spam, just not connecting right now. They're still hanging around.
Got
Only a single smoke left here.
Smoke for the bomb once again.
That's even if they toss it that location. Right now it looks like might actually head out of this round. They got their chances. They took their opportunities in a 2v3, but a 3v4 a little bit too much to ask. And Heroic, from the very start of these rounds, able to determine them, finding the openings, taking space. This time it's enough to scare off NiP.
But Heroic don't chirp anything back. Man, I remember at Dallas, though, it was an absolute screaming match between Heroic and Aurora, if you can remember that, Cole.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't afraid to get loud.
I mean, was that the match right off the plane from Astana for Aurora? Or was
Yeah,
that the rematch?
I believe it was the rematch to qualify for playoffs, and Tanier chirps in with after Aurora lose a round, it's like, why no yelling? Heroic proceeded to lose the match. Anyways, Kaspersky. Okay. Oh my goodness. He gets even more damage. Downrange up on the catwalk. And Heroic have lost their captain and lost half of their historically best weapon.
Absolutely. Engineer down low as well, and he has been trying to pull back these T-side rounds here. He has been able to crack through and apply pressure. Find some of these opening duels. This time Youngstar looking to maybe take the mantle here off the back of that damage. Some flashbangs put on Shush location. So mid-control captured as this 4-man stack cannot remain. NiP have to do something about this quickly. Start to adjust their rotates. They do actually bring in an extra helping hand towards the middle side. And this still stabilizes a strong B setup, but Kaspersky cannot afford to go down here.
Not seen, I don't think. Pixels away from seeing each other. Which could have changed the round, but now there's a push here from Shush. Now there's going to be a 4-man B lean. Ujerks seen back there. There's no real counter utility that can stop the play. It's just the frags. Kaspersky with a dink. Now on the site, Snappy steps forward, but there's no kill. Wrinkle up on the boost. Plant in the open. Ujerks does get Youngstar, but now it's Nilo, and then 3 kills consecutively. Shush. Does he deny the plant? He does! He does deny the plant. There's a player close by. You can pick it up, though, and Tanier will strafe around. Shush is going to try and make this happen, though. Not another wallbang. Not meant to be, as it's Tanier who does connect the shot. Shush nearly pulling it off. Virtue of the time and the miraculous wallbang.
Oh my god, and you know, it's honestly so impressive that you're actually able to crack through that, despite the 4v5 deficit, despite the early difficulties that they find themselves in. Nilo and even Tanier on low HP able to break apart that round. And they had so little going for them early on right there on the side of Heroic, and still managed to punch through what was a 4-man B lean. A stack there coming through out of NiP off the back of the information that was provided by Shush. He's still forced into the 1v3.
Yeah, it was really NiP with no utility and trying to force the fight. Now, Kaspersky, does he have a monster Deagle headshot? No. He will be dealt with. B-side execute inbound. And boys, Ujerks instead with one. Tanier taking some flak. The 2 Berettas from Snappy.
No way.
Will not be good for another. Wrinkle does scoop up a Deagle himself. 1v3, low ammunition, and reloading in the open. He's done. Heroic beginning to close this game down. Another buy on the cards for the Ninjas in Pajamas, but it's all business here.
A 1-round ball game now. Timeouts start to get utilized here. I'd imagine on the side of NiP. Heroic, who chugged through a lot of their timeouts in that first half, don't have a lot left at their availability. So now it's NiP's turn with a little bit of difficulties closing out these rounds, even with man advantages, even with the right site stacks. You have to figure out a way to deny some of these riflers that are finding strides into these rounds, that are finding openings. We know Kaspersky going for a lot of aggressive duels, trying to create some room here for the squad. And he's been doing a good job of it, closing out these rounds, looking like it could be a bit of a different story. Get back to another gun round here. AWP included as well for Wrinkle. It's a blast cannon.
Blast. Like no use, he'll nothing. We don't do that here. It'll be mid-control. Kaspersky wanting to fight, and he delivers. A double dink onto Linus for the opener.
That's another opening pick here for Kaspersky. Back-to-back rounds, back-to-back onto LNC. Shutting down his aggressive maneuvers early. And he wants more. He's going to go re-aggressive.
And Nilo will be caught. Kaspersky and Shush tear apart Heroic in round 20 on just 22 HP. This 18-year-old Polish player who was in NiP's Academy project gets brought into the main team just about, what, 6 months, 8 months after he was released to ENTS. And Wrinkle now as well. It is a mauling from the Ninjas in Pajamas.
Off the back of the timeout right there. Able to completely shut down that play there again. Kaspersky aggressing through middle, finding the opening duels, and then having the goal to reposition, to fight again. Off the back of the call that Shush wanted to get aggressive as well. That split-second decision-making, and also the confidence that you can still land kills even though you're low. That's something Heroic were not prepared for. Now an opportunity really to dunk this game on in. Money could shatter right here. It's at a breaking point.
Oh my god.
Snappy instas LNZ.
He's 35 years old, but he don't frag like it. But here's Ujerks. Snappy continues. He has the double.
Blessing for his teammate as well.
Molly as well. And keeps them at bay. It's 3 versus 4.
Hope the chaos catches Ujerks by surprise, but it forces the reaction right now. Bit of a gamble off of this A site here, and a stack towards B for the defense. Still reading into it, and almost certainly here in that scope. Reaggression down ramp here?
Yeah, they hear the smoke and cave, the scope and cave. There's no op holding ramp. 3 players though. Ujurx has to be careful, and he watches a cave and destroys Youngstar. That's Shush. And a missed shot from Griggs. And Shush is opening up here on the defense finally when it matters.
It's gotta be a save.
I don't think he can. He is surrounded, and Wrinkle with the op shot delivers series point for the Ninjas in Pajamas. Finally, their return to a Cologne.
And what a statement right there. Look at this instant dismissal. Snappy at a breaking point for Heroic, or is able to break them with those 2 opening picks right there. Able to keep them at bay from that B bomb site.
Oh, man.
That is right. That's exactly what he did. Destroyed them. And now look at the buy here. Tech9's in the mix. Both of these teams, no strangers to making these 4 spies work for themselves. But this is what you have to live on for this series, otherwise into the lower bracket.
Oh my goodness, and the grenade damage is incredible. Tanir barely straggling into the site, but they're surrounding him right now for Shush. Tanir still converts. Linus gets a kill onto Snappy. Where do they go? Heroic on both sites at once.
Oh, there's a big flank right now. Activating from Kaspersky, found a timing.
Oh, and Wrinkle gets the bomb. 3 versus 3, bomb on the ground, and Kaspersky has vision on it. They have a crossfire on the bomb, and Heroic don't know. Kaspersky with 1, and the 2nd, and the series. You'd have to think Linus being watched right now by Ujurx. And this is looking like game. NiP advancing further in the upper bracket of stage 1. They arrive back to Cologne and deliver on their series.
Yeah, what a massive pickup right there. NiP able to elevate the intensity off the back of losing their map pick as well. Having to pull back the reverse sweep, having to play on Overpass, a map that